Connection with Sheet Network activated. Audio file download commencing. Files marked extremely sensitive. Strategic Homeland Division only. Agent commencing transmission.
What's up, agents? You listen to episode 177 of SITREP Radio, giving you the news and other happenings in the world of the Division 2. This week we get news on the return of Kenley College and changes to the Shepherd system. But first, my name is Mike, and joining me as always are my co-hosts, Robert.
Hello.
And Luke.
Hi.
Hope you guys and our listeners have had a great week, and welcome to any new listeners of the show. Robert, glad you could join us.
Thanks.
I was a little bit worried yesterday.
Are you only here because you're in a queue?
No. No, that ended like literally about half an hour after we went to bed.
I think it was a bit more than that.
No, it wasn't. I saw posts on Facebook of people getting back on at like 11:30.
Hey, guess what? Disagree. Don't care. Moving on to the state of the game.
State of the game.
Okay, so this week's state of the game covered Kenley College coming back, boys. You excited for the expeditions to come back with a mastery system that we were promised how many months ago now? Was it back in July?
Possibly.
It's been that long. I've forgotten.
Yeah, but if they kept it out of the game to make it better / work, then we're okay with that, right?
Yeah.
It depends on your definition of better and working, I guess.
Well, I mean, there's really only one definition of working. Something either works or it doesn't, but yeah, better is subjective, I suppose.
I feel like we're getting that sweet awkwardness out of the way now, right? I don't know if either of you guys caught this, but is it me or were they like, yeah, when title update 6 drops, it'd be October 15th.
Yeah.
It was like they just coyly put it out there. I was like, don't they normally make a big hoo-ha about that?
Hoo-ha.
The scrolling text at the bottom just kept saying the middle of October, and then within minutes they were like, yeah, 15th of October, guys. So,
yeah.
So literally smack bang in the middle of October.
Okay, Luke, do you want
Hi.
to give our listeners a bit of a rundown of what this mastery system is that's going to be brought to Kenley College?
So yeah, when they come back, you will have to complete the expeditions on story mode again. But once you've done that, you will access the new mastery features. These new difficulty, that will bring with it some new difficulties. So you can do it on normal mode, hard mode, or challenging mode. And the masteries are basically time trials. So if you do Kenley College within, I mean, the numbers they put on State of the Game, they did reiterate that they were just placeholders. But if you did it within 60 minutes, you got a bronze medal. 45 minutes, it was a silver medal. And 35 minutes, I think it was a gold medal. Each medal giving you a different tier of rewards that you could get. And for once, they've actually thought about what they're doing. So if you get the gold medal, you automatically unlock the rewards for silver and bronze, rather than...
Ooh.
Yeah. So you get 5 drops instead of 2. It was one drop for bronze, 2 drops for silver, and 2 more drops for gold. So, 5 if you're good at the game. I don't know what other stuff there'll be other than the time trial. I hope there's more to it than just that, but I don't know.
Yeah, but alongside the whole time trial mechanic that's going to be coming is going to be dead drop, which means when you load into a mastery system or modifier, when it's active, any enemies that are killed will drop grenades that correspond with their enemy type. So red will drop incendiary grenades, and others will drop fragmentation.
Will that modifier change, or is it just a static modifier, or is it going to be on a?
I would assume
rotation.
This is just us being Speculation Radio as always. I how long is this event lasting for, Luke?
I know. Can I answer?
Go for it. Do your Luke impression again, Rob.
Yeah.
The first time it comes back has come back for 2 weeks, but after that it's on a 1 week, 1 week's on, 2 weeks off rotation.
Do you think that's a good or a bad thing, Rob? Luke, you feel free to answer if you need to.
I don't know. Why would you prefer it there all the time?
I just think of the people that aren't going to have access to this content if they're off doing other things. Not everyone has time to play it, and having a 2-week window and then they're taking it away again and then bringing it back. Just leave it in and rotate the modifiers, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just me. Because I'm kind of thinking if we've got some form of global events coming in the future, that should be on a rotation. Otherwise, we're going to have like the mastery system in rotation, and then we're going to have global events in rotation, and then it's just going to get really confusing of what is when.
What if the other 2 episodes that are yet to come, or is it 2, or is it 1 more?
I think it's just 1 more next year, isn't there?
Yeah,
Early 2020.
What if with with episode 2 we get another activity that's available for a week, and then the last one gives you an activity that's available for a week, so you've got constantly an available activity.
I hope it's not like that, but it would make sense to have rotating activities. Yeah, I really do hope we haven't got a repeat of expeditions. Obviously, I mean, that's just my thoughts. I don't know how you feel about that, Luke.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you, to be honest with you. It just seems a bit of a strange way of doing it. If you go to all this effort to put all these things into the game, why keep taking them out again and time gating people? But there must be what they feel is a legitimate reason to do this.
Do you think this pretty much confirms that the modifier will change or at least rotate in the coming weeks ahead? Because we've got dead drop now, and it'll go away in 2 weeks, and then obviously I would assume we should be getting another one.
Yeah, hopefully.
It's one of the safer assumptions we've made, I think, isn't it?
Should we speculate on what modifiers we're going to get?
If you want.
I don't really.
You said it. I'm trying to think.
What
It just feels.
if they made a modifier that gave you a really cool noise when you did headshots?
Wait.
What, sploosh? We must sound absolutely tired. I don't know about you boys, but I'm absolutely knackered after the weekend.
We're all recovering, aren't we?
Yeah,
I'm fine. What's wrong with you two?
Nothing. Absolutely
Shut up.
fine.
Fuck you. That's
Luke's just used to being tired.
There is that too.
Okay, so rewards, as we've said, you get rewards based on the new mastery system. It's going to be a timer because it's obviously time trials, which I think is kind of cool. I do wonder whether you guys want to start up the speed runs again. That'd be quite cool.
I mean, the game does it for us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You want like a league?
Well, if you want.
I mean, there's going to be leaderboards in the game, I'm assuming.
I would assume so. I mean, that's another assumption, Rob. You're doing well today.
That's a good point, actually. They didn't say anything about leaderboards, did they?
No,
if they don't put leaderboards, it'd be kind of stupid. There's leaderboards on everything, every other content. Like, even the missions as, like, fastest times.
Did you just say that Ubisoft would do something stupid?
Well, like, add a shitload of microtransactions to a game that's just been released. But hey, like, we're not here to talk about that game today.
Game.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Go back to your space magic.
I will as soon as this podcast is done.
Okay. Are you guys looking forward to grinding for Diamond back again?
Yeah, I want those sweet exotic components so I can make other stuff.
I mean, I didn't get it, so
I thought you did get it.
I don't think I've got. Well, maybe I've got it.
I thought you did all three, but you didn't end up going and getting the diamond back.
Did you finish like the last mission and then was like, fuck this, and just left? Without just going to the chapel and picking it up?
Maybe. I don't actually remember getting it. So maybe I did just fuck off and like, yeah, I've done it. Bye.
Yeah, so you'll be able to pick up the Diamond Back Exotic once you've completed all 3 wings. Yeah, you can pick one up every 3 weeks once Expeditions opens up again. I'm going to be honest. I mean, looking over the changes, yes, it's interesting. We've got a modifier. You've got the time trial side to it. But replayability, do we think that's there, boys? Luke or Rob, if you want to answer on behalf of Luke.
He's drinking right now.
Sorry.
It depends what the mastery, how detailed the mastery system gets, doesn't it? Because we've seen from commendations, people will literally play and play and play and play stuff to get commendations. I know there's quite a few people out there that have just been doing commendations recently. So I mean, that might bring some replayability to it. But if it's literally, oh, here, you can play it for a week because we've put this modifier on it and you can get a diamond back, and then in 2 weeks' time, we're giving you this modifier and you can get a diamond back again. I don't think that'll last very long until people get bored of it.
Yeah, there's not anything really rewarding at the end of it. The only thing that I can see as being replayable is the fact that the community as a whole have kind of gone, fuck it, we're going to try and beat the raid in the fastest time possible. I feel like that's one of the things that are probably going to happen here. The community is just going to be fighting to get like to that number 1 position for the time trials for the hardest difficulty in each area.
Yeah.
Rob, your thoughts?
If the loot's good enough and the modifiers are fun, then yeah, I can see it being replayable.
That's the thing, actually. We forgot about the targeted loot stuff will be coming, won't it, as well? So, you know, there might be a reason to replay Candy College just for a piece of loot that you want.
Hopefully. I don't remember seeing it on the PTS, though. Did you see it on the PTS, Rob? I don't even think you could access.
It was in the phase 2. You could go up there. No, you couldn't. It was the missions. It wasn't there. But I imagine it will be targeted because everyone else is.
Yeah, it would make sense, yeah. Go on, Nick.
No, sorry, you said it.
No,
you already said it.
What?
Cheese.
No, not cheese. About it. Fucking hell! What did you literally just say? I've even forgot what you said. It doesn't
Targeted loot being on the college. Hopefully, there's named items as well.
Yeah, because we've had a bit more confirmation about named items today. So we know they're tied to the Dark Zone, or some of them are tied to the Dark Zone. You're going to have some when you finish Tidal Basin on Invasion, regardless of the difficulty. First time you complete a heroic mission. Apparently there's going to be 3 pools. So pretty much what we've said already. So named items are restricted to the Dark Zone, the Light Zone, and there's like a general pool that you'll be able to pick them up from. Heroic bosses have an increased chance to have a bonus drop, but now that bonus drop can be an exotic if you already have picked up a named or exotic of that type. So I guess you can scrap those things down. Named items also drop at low chance from all enemies from all content, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the fact they're bringing back Kenley College. It means a lot of people that didn't get a chance to play it will finally get a chance to play it, I guess. But aside from that, it's not the content I want to play. I'm more interested in episode 2 personally, because that really needs to shine for, I would assume, most of the player base at the minute, with everything else that's game-wise that's coming up. But it's definitely going to be good to have some additional content. So we have a lot drop in on the 15th by the sounds of it, boys.
Wow. Okay. I wouldn't hold your breath.
I'm not going to jinx it. Yeah, the only thing is, like, do you think that's going to make it as replayable as the Underground was, Luke?
You're asking the guy that barely played the Underground.
I thought you did.
I hated that piece of content, dude.
I thought you did.
No.
It's just funny because I see everyone being like, bring Underground back. And I'm like, I don't remember it being that amazing. The only good thing that we ever got from it, I'm pretty sure, was Vanity. And there's no way we're going to get Vanity tied to that shit now because, hey, it's in the apparel caches. And that's a topic for in a bit.
Mike's got a rant.
Fuck off.
If he can be asked.
It's fine. Yeah, I can be bothered. There's 2 new invaded missions coming. Manning National Zoo. And yeah, this is something we saw on the PTS, wasn't it? It's being converted into a stronghold. Do you remember?
Stronghold?
Yeah.
Stronghold? Because I said to you guys, I was like, what the fuck? They've turned Manning into a stronghold.
Makes sense. It's a long ass mission.
Yeah, it does make sense.
That's what Trick said on the State of the Game, wasn't it? It's like, it's one of the longest missions in the game, so we thought, fuck it. And made it a stronghold. Or stronghold.
Yeah, I didn't understand you the first time.
Sorry.
And Camp White Oak will also be invaded, or can be also invaded. And they've basically changed the flow of missions so you can take new routes in all the above missions, which is kind of cool.
That'd be interesting to play them again as invaded and strongholds and that, to see what's different and how the gameplay has altered.
I kind of want to play Manning National Zoo at nighttime invaded. I think that'd be quite cool because I'm pretty sure it was good standalone without it being invaded at nighttime. Changes to the Shepherd system, Robert. What's happening?
I wasn't really listening when I was watching the State of the Game at this point.
So you're definitely the person to explain this.
No.
Well, I'm going to leave it with you anyway.
Well, I don't know what they said.
Luke, do you want to help?
Just make a load of stuff up, Rob, and we'll tell you when you get something right.
Right. So when you help someone...
No. Tell people
sheep.
what you want.
You get little sheep that follow you around.
Wrong.
And they hold your weapons for you, and occasionally one of them goes off and helps you shoot the enemies.
You're just describing golf.
No. How is there sheep in golf? That's why I want sheep.
Like he's put some crazy modifier on worms, though. I still love that game. You could get an exploding sheep in Worms, actually. It's one of
Every time you rank up,
can.
you get more sheep, and if some of your sheep die, you lose rank.
And what happens when you get like a whole flock of sheep?
And you just look like the boss.
What happens when you find Bo Peep?
Wow.
When a man loves a woman. I could see the look on his face that he was like, do I do it? I was like, well, fuck it.
Dare I do it?
Luke, do you want to help Roberto out?
Roberto? Yeah. So what they've done is now once you answer a call from another player, you instantly start to fill up your Shepherd XP bar. Once that XP bar is filled, you automatically achieve an endorsement. Once the XP bar is filled, there's also the chance for the other player that helped you to give you an endorsement. So there's now the chance for 2 endorsements rather than just 1. They've kept the mechanic in that means once you've finished helping a player, if you've gone over your XP bar, you will lose the extra XP that you got. The reason that they explained for this was so that you don't get people who literally need to kill like 3 enemies pop in to help you get their XP bar filled and fuck off again. So there's actually some reason for them to stick around. I think Trick said it was about roughly 10 minutes to fill your XP bar from empty. Which is,
no, that is right. I was just wondering if it was literally time for 10 minutes, because if a mission takes longer than that, you could be like, cool, I've done 10 minutes, I'm out.
Well, what they didn't say was, and I don't really know because I've not done any shepherding myself because, can't be bothered. Can you...
That's the fucking sheep.
Can you fill the XP bar more than once? So, like you say, if you're in a mission for 25 minutes, will you get 2?
I would assume so.
Well, there's your reason for sticking around then. I mean, that
I
would
would
make sense to me, but I don't know. I am speculating.
I mean, I would assume the longer you spend in a mission, especially if you're doing challenging or something like that, you should get, or you'd be pretty pissed off if you didn't get rewarded properly for it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, what was the zoo mission? About half an hour if you weren't really trying to get through it? So there's the potential for 3 endorsements, plus another one from the agent if he actually bothers to press the button.
What does an endorsement give you? Level?
An endorsement was... no, and you need so many endorsements per rank.
Okay.
So it's not 1-for-1 ratio. I think it's quite a high number of endorsements, like 15 or so.
No, I think it's changed to 7, hasn't it?
I have no idea.
It's 15 endorsements to reach Shepherd rank 1, and then after that, every other rank you need 7 endorsements.
Oh wow! Look at that. We were both right.
Yeah,
that never happens.
Still no sheep.
Yeah. Hopefully that
still no sheep.
Fuck's sake. Hopefully this makes the whole system a lot better than it was previously, because people were not being rewarded or endorsed for being good shepherds.
It did seem a flawed system that the only way to progress was other people gave you stuff.
I did kind of worry about this because we're playing a game
full of assholes.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest, full of assholes. Where we go fucking fight each other in the dark zone like a bunch of assholes, and then, hey, let's help each other out. But if the whole game's full of assholes, that's never going to fucking work, is it? I'm not saying everyone's assholes, but...
Did you see some of the chat in our Discord about, I think it was Doc, but I might be giving credit where it's not due. But basically, somebody in our Discord was like, yeah, I've been trying to get this up to Shepherd rank 25, which is a commendation. And every time I help somebody, all they do is stand around and clap me afterwards.
So it's like they're fucking trolling him on purpose.
Yeah, right?
Shout out to Doc. Yeah, so... I mean...
Either that or the endorsement UI needs a rework.
What, you want it to be like the pulse? When you get pulsed? Big red letters across the screen. Please endorse me now.
I don't know. Like an invite thing when you get invited, like press Z to endorse. You could ask for an endorsement.
With this new system, you now don't need them, do you? Because the game will endorse you for sticking around for so long. It's just a bonus one if Johnny Asshole down the corner gives you an endorsement too.
I would love to see the chat conversations on in game for that. Hey, I just helped you through a mission. Why didn't you endorse me? Because fuck you. I can imagine it being something like that. Yeah, that's pretty much it for most of the state of the game. There's no maintenance planned tomorrow. There was a maintenance. When was the maintenance? Was it Monday?
They said, quote unquote, maybe early next week.
No, there was one the other day. I can't remember what day it was. It was Monday, or it was somewhere between this week and last week. And basically, it was to do with improvements to latency and hit registration. Because Yannick put a tweet out basically saying, we've tried it on the conflict servers. We're going to see how it goes and let us know if it's any better. That's actually, for anyone listening over on YouTube, that was one of the complaints that we had over there about the game. Obviously, with TU6 coming, there's a lot of improvements, bug fixing, and all the rest of it that's going to be coming alongside that. Plus, Kenley College and Episode 2, but it's not much good if latency and hit registration is a problem. So I'm kind of glad that they're still looking into this, because pretty sure with Division 1, they were like, yeah, there's not much we can do about it. Even though they didn't technically say that, I'm pretty sure, Rob.
Yeah.
Did we keep hearing it was like the net code or something from people?
Yeah. Well, it's just ping. It's not like you can do about it. If you're match made with people that are other side of the world, you ain't gonna have a similar ping.
Yeah, which means you're gonna have
Latency.
really bad latency and hit registration.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much what we said, isn't it? We were kind of like, yeah, so we'll probably get some filler next week. And, well, over the next couple of weeks, we'll be focusing on episode 2 and what that will be bringing to the game in regards to content and the new specialization. Any thoughts to this new specialization that we're getting? I think we kind of spoke about it briefly last week. But,
Do we?
or did we?
It was leaked in the PTS, the title of said specialization.
What
wasn't
was it?
Can't remember.
It was engineer
Was it?
or something, wasn't it?
Oh, it's like technician, wasn't it?
Technician, yeah.
Yeah, but we don't know what the weapon is, do we?
No.
And didn't have a hive.
Yeah, it had a hive variant. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but
It fixed skills, didn't it?
yeah,
It wasn't.
Yes.
It wasn't in the. It wasn't in the PTS for long, was it? Like that
No.
secret room you found in the
Yeah,
base of
literally a
operations,
week.
Mike.
yeah.
That soon
It
vanished, didn't it?
was the artificer or artificer. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, that's pretty much most of it with regards to news this week. However, they very swiftly glossed over the fact of the apparel event key changes being present. I don't know if you boys picked up on this or not.
Well, they
Uh,
literally said they're going to fix it next time we have an event. No, they were going to look into fixing it next time we have an event.
That's not right at all. The current event should be extended, do you not think? The current event should be extended and they should make the improvements to the apparel event.
I think
now.
there are bigger things
Yeah,
in
there's
the game
more.
that needs to be addressed rather than whether you can get a key to get stupid vanity items that don't really change the game at all.
Yeah, but when people are opening up like 50 caches and getting 10 keys, 4 of which are coming from a project, do you not think that's a bit of a problem?
No.
I just think like the people still playing now and the people grinding for caches, it's a really shitty thing to do. I don't know how you boys feel about it, but do you not think it's a bit late to be making changes to the apparel event keys this far in?
Well, they obviously need more money.
Luke?
I think they've done the usual massive / Ubisoft thing and gone too far with the swing of the hammer. Because, I mean, not being funny, the first 2 apparel events, I pretty much completed them without really trying. And I haven't played this one just because I'm not playing the game. It's got nothing to do with the drop rate. But people that I've been playing it have said it's like 1 key for every 7 or 8 caches.
If not more.
Yeah, if not worse than that. So it just seems like they've said, well, we'll tweak this a bit so that it's not so easy and just gone from 11 to 1 rather than sticking around at like 5 or 6 for a little bit to see how the community feel about it, or even just let the drop rate prove its own worth. Do you know what I mean? And then tweak it next time.
Yeah, it just feels a bit shit.
It could be
Like-
bugged.
I mean, it could be, but it would have just been
I
easier
felt-
for them, rather than make themselves look a little bit daft and go, oh, well, we'll look into fixing it next time, maybe, if we like you enough, if you've been a good boy. Just go, yeah, sorry about that, we fucked it up slightly, but don't worry, it'll be better next time and we'll give you all 6 free keys or some shit, I don't know. Would have just been easier just to be honest and say, yeah, sorry, we broke it.
Yeah, I think the way it was handled was like, yeah, we've seen discussions. We're going to change it next time. I just think,
No, they said they're going to look into changing it.
which means when people stop being vocal about it, they'll probably ignore it, and
Yeah.
we'll see what happens in the future.
That was
if you shout out about it
just a
next time.
just a politician's answer for, yeah, I've heard you, but I'm still going to do what I want.
Remember that once the apparel cache event is over,
These
Apart-
don't make it into the normal loot pool, apparel pool.
They do, because that's what they said when the game first came out. But except for the exclusive one that you get for collecting everything.
Yeah, but I think it was actually discussed recently that these are not going into the normal loot apparel event pool. These expedition
get
ones.
your wallets out, boys.
No, because I bloody refuse. No, like, you shouldn't have to play the Division as a full-time job to be able to earn keys to get everything in the event. I think that's stupid. The way they had it originally was better.
50%.
Yeah.
Which for me was like 100%.
Yeah. Because you just went into like all the .ini files and just changed your RNG to 100% on everything, right? Shh. Sorry.
Wait, is that how you do that?
No. Shh.
No, I'm joking.
Even I know where those files are.
Yeah. If only that was a real thing you could do. I was surprised no one's. There's people have tried doing it, but yeah.
Cool.
That's it.
We're done.
Whole event discussion over. Not really much of a rant this week.
Yeah, that was a bit tame, dude.
Sorry.
Was you shouting and swearing and?
Yeah, we should have recorded your pre-show.
Well, when you're like, oh, I haven't really got a problem with it. I'm like,
I didn't say I haven't got a problem with it. I just
no, you didn't.
Oh, right.
Rob did.
No, because I'm.
Yeah, but
I don't care.
Rob doesn't care.
Don't
he's
give a
never
shit.
given a single fuck about apparel or vanity items, has he?
Rob's in the fucking honeymoon period on Destiny. Wait till that's over. He's like, ugh. Won't be long.
Honeymoon on the moon.
Honey?
Moon.
Luke fucking hates us right now. And finally, let's get down to questions and feedback. Roberts, do you want to take the first question, please?
Seamaster GMT said, do you know or do you suspect the people at Massive or Red Storm listen to SITREP each week and use the discussion to help guide the game in new directions?
Luke?
I
was expecting you to go, hell fucking no.
We know certain people that Massive listen to it, whose names will remain nameless.
Redacted.
Yeah, redacted, thank you. I don't know about Red Storm. I imagine they'll just ignore us, to be honest. Because Red Storm being purely PvP and us absolutely detesting Division 2 PvP at the moment, they've got absolutely no reason to listen to a single word we say.
Also, if they had listened, maybe it would be better.
No. We only said it 2 weeks ago. Why? How would they have fixed it already? It took them 3 months to improve the fucking DZ vendor, for fuck's sake.
All right, okay, sorry.
See?
Calm down.
That's how you start a rant, Mike.
But Luke, the Division PvP is the best it's ever been.
Said no one ever.
Disagree. It was even better in Division 1.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong, but
you're not right either.
It's not. It wasn't a glowing endorsement of PvP, was it? Let's be honest.
No, it's just the best we had.
Yeah.
On a rainy day. Luke, do you want to take the second question?
No. I've just I've just seen who wrote it, so fuck him.
Bori says, who has found the secrets found in Manning Zoo missions? And why isn't it Mike, Rob, or Luke? Will Luke log in after the apparel event update fix coming Friday?
No and no.
There isn't a fix. He's dreaming.
It's not Christmas yet, dude. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for your questions and feedback.
Whoa. Have you two found the secrets in Manning Zoo missions yet?
No one has, dude.
It's on Reddit. Just
not going to say no one has. It's just nobody bothered to put it on the internet.
Well, okay.
Oh yeah, the not Dick. Trick.
Wow, dude.
Trick Dempsey was on about there's a secret boss.
Yeah.
On the National Zoo mission.
I would like to find it.
that hasn't been discovered. And then about 2 hours later, I've just looked. It's like all over Reddit. I'm pretty sure. So
yeah, because some people have learned they've took the hint and found him.
I would have just left it and not said anything. Be like, "There's a secret boss now," and kind of like what Julian did with the pulse
He might
car.
drop an exotic though or something. Probably doesn't.
People found that pulse car stupidly quick.
They did.
Just saying.
You can say it's fine.
I did.
And that's it. That's pretty much it for news. Are we looking forward to next week? Hopefully, we get some damn news on episode 2 because we are not far out. We're literally.
That's what the little banner said at the bottom. Next week.
Hamish said it at the end of the stream.
Yeah, I said, "Are you looking forward to it?"
Yeah. Come back next week for all the juicy details on episode 2. I hope it's good. Not confident, but
So we got new specialization.
Yep.
Kenley College is coming back. We got Pentagon.
Yep.
New narrative.
Yep.
Missions.
And a week later, a raid.
it all
Don't.
for me it all hangs on the Pentagon and the raid.
I don't want a fucking raid in a week after. If they drop the raid a week after, it's such a dumb idea.
Can I ask you why it matters when they drop the raid?
Because they're completely reworking the armor system.
Yeah, but why? What does it matter to you? What possible difference does it make whether the raid is available or not? Because if your build's not ready, you're not going to play it. So I don't understand why it's such a big deal.
Because there's no way to get raid ready. There's not enough time to get raid ready.
Yeah, but if it's there, what does it
like? What's the difference between Destiny and Division getting raid ready, Rob? What's the difference? The main difference.
Bungie have only given people 5 days to get raid ready.
Yeah, because what do you have to do?
Level up. Get raid ready.
That's literally it, isn't it? You're just pretty much leveling to the highest light level to gain access.
You're missing the point. Sorry. If the raid is available in Division 2 after a week,
yeah, I understand what you're saying. If I'm not ready, obviously I can't go in.
It's less RNG involved. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, you've got to put a build together. We have to figure out what the meta is, what build is going to be good in TU6.
I still don't understand how the raid being available matters to any of that.
Because I want to be there playing it blind on day one with everyone else.
Right,
Do you not?
okay. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Does that not make sense though? Like, I don't want to jump into a raid with a bunch of people that have already done it because they took like a fucking week off to get ready to do it.
Nobody's taking the week off.
Some
I get
people will.
I get what you mean. The streamers will be ready day one. And it could potentially get spoiled, but it won't get spoiled for me because I'll just stay off of social media. It's fucking dead easy. But
yeah, it's just
I know it's going to be more difficult
difficult
for some people. I get that.
You've got about 4 days. You've got about
It's just-
4 or 5 days, and then after that, the raid's not blind anymore. You've literally got that first week. You have to get it done in that first week. After that, people are just like, fuck it. If you haven't done it blind by then, you know that from your own experience.
Well, other than the very last boss of the first raid, we did all of that blind, and we were trying to get through the fucking dogs for a week, if I remember rightly.
And we were doing it right without being told as well, if I'm pretty sure. We were just struggling with DPS, weren't we?
Yeah, that took a long time to get it right, I suppose.
But like we had builds kind of ready for the Thursday, and then we spent the whole of Friday getting ready to go again
Getting them better
that night.
Yeah. Once we knew
So
what
you
we'd
need-
done wrong. But that's
but
that's something that's going to happen again, isn't it? Like raid 2, you're going to put a build together that you think's going to work, and trial and error, you just be like, yeah, this build that I thought was great, it fucking sucks. So I need to go and get this, and this.
But the game had already been out, what, 2 to 3 months at that point?
Yeah, quite a while. But just if you want to be there day one, yes, I get it. But to me, whether the raid comes out after 5 days or 3 weeks, it's not going to change how I play the game until my build is ready. So, but yeah, okay, spoilers, I get that.
Yeah, I want to be there. I want to have the hype with everyone else. I want to experience it fresh, the way we always raid. And I want to be ready to do that. And I just feel like they drop TU6 and they're like, fuck it. There's the raid the week later or 2 weeks. I even think 2 weeks is too soon. I think 3 weeks would be perfect
for you.
4 weeks. Yeah. You're
Streamer's going to be playing a different game by then.
But the difference between the raid in when the game first came out and this time round is we've got the Pentagon. You've got additional yeah, I know I'm saying that now. Wait until next week, but
this is when they announce that the Pentagon disappears the day that the raid arrives.
It could, I mean, going off Rob's idea, it could actually happen.
It's going to be akin to Candy College. So, yeah, it's not going to be what you think it's going to be, I don't think.
If it ends up being that, I think a lot of people are going to be fucking disappointed.
If it's Candy College, but just in a different setting, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I'm not even going to bother playing it.
What, the raid or
no,
Pentagon?
The Pentagon.
What are your hopes for the Pentagon then?
I don't know. I can't picture what it's going to be like. So,
just something replayable.
Just something that's not like the same as what we've already got.
I would say hopefully the Dark Zone will save us, but maybe next time. Anyway, I think that's it for this week. Thank you to everyone who sent in questions and feedback. Roberts, I know you're dying to get back to Destiny, so let's try and make this bit last as long as possible. Where can the listeners find us, Robert?
You can find us over at SITREP Radio on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, as well as our personal accounts.
Luke.
Send any questions or feedback for the show to sitrepradiopod@gmail.com.
Mike, text Rob's wife to come and slap him because he's broken.
You can find us on Discord. The link is in the show notes. We want to hear your thoughts on the news and topics we cover, so be sure to leave a comment and join this discussion in those places.
It's like listening to Stephen Hawking try and do an impression of Rob.
That was literally one of the most painful experiences of my entire life.
It's my fault. I shouldn't have said anything. I shouldn't have fucking said anything. After the weekend we've had,
slowly. I did.
I was trying to make it painful for you. I think you just ended up making it more painful for everyone else.
Karma, bitch.
What's wrong with the karma, bitch? Should have left him in that fucking escape room, Luke.
I know, right? Slip the guy who took us into the room an extra 20 quid just to lock the door behind us three when we get out and leave fucking Rob behind.
Dude, that guy looked like he could have murdered all four of us. So, yeah. Anyway, that's a topic for a different day.
Please leave a review of the show using the podcast app of your choice. We really do enjoy reading them all. The feedback is usually excellent, and at the end of the day, it does actually help other people to find our show. If you listen all the way to the very end of this podcast, you will hear all the juicy details about the other awesome shows that are available on the Mash Those Buttons network. As always, thank you.
We do live stream as often as we can, so if you're interested in dropping by and chatting with us whilst we play The Division and probably some Destiny, you can find us all over at twitch.tv/SITREP Radio. That's it. We have been SITREP Radio. Thank you very much for listening, agents, and we will catch you next week, hopefully with some fucking awesome news, but we'll see.
Fingers crossed. Bye-bye.
Sequence complete. Security protocols deactivated. Server data replaced and CPU destroyed. Terminating connection in 3, 2...
You're listening to a Mash Those Buttons podcast. Visit mashthosebuttons.com for a full podcast schedule.
Cargo secure.